I just use poppyai to analyze hundreds of outlier videos, and I discovered something that changes everything. The real money isn't in, using and copying and revamping those 100x videos anymore. It's actually in just it's finding those 10x, 20x, and above, under 100x, and just changing those up instead. And this works simply because everybody else is ignoring it. Everyone's just copying those 100x videos, but the 10x, the 20x, the 30x, those are still videos that are outperforming anyone's channel average, right? So here's what we're gonna do. First things first, you wanna know how to find these outlier videos without scrolling too much, without doing so much research. So the tool we're going to use for this is called poppyai. If you need access to that, you can click the first link in the description, get access to it, you get a huge discount code, and you can just follow my steps throughout this video. So first thing you want to do is create an AI chat. This is the chat we're going to talk to, and then you want to create a text box. So you can press T or just drag it to the side. Then you want to connect it. And what we're going to do is head over to Google, and we're going to search up basically how vidIQ actually gets these outlier scores. So how does vidIQ outlier score work? I think I searched up before. So vidIQ outlier score, pretty much we can just take this AI overview. So you just want to copy this. Let me just copy, and then you want to just paste it into this text box over here, this text box. Next thing we want to do is head over to YouTube. So let me head over to youtube.com. And what we can do actually is just, simply use the youtube.com page. But what I really like to do kind of is actually go to channels that I think have really good outlier videos and then just try to copy from there. Now, what we could do is just copy and paste this actual youtube.com link into poppyai, and it'll find the outlier videos for us because it already knows what an outlier video pretty much is. But what I like to do instead actually is just head over to YouTube, search something up that's like the opposite of what you're doing. So for example, I'm doing YouTube, how to get clients from YouTube. You can do something like dropshipping and just find outlier videos here. So you can search up dropshipping, then search up, or actually put a filter. Filter is going to be 4 to 10 minutes or 4 to 20 minutes so we don't get less short, so we don't get a short video, and then copy this link, head over to Poppy, then paste that. Boom, and then once that loads, it'll have all of those results, or at least a good amount of them. And then another thing we can do is just head over to your channel. In this case, I'm going to go to mine. And then we can just copy this link and then paste it in here as well. So now poppyai knows how my channel is, how I format all my videos, my titles, everything like that, and it knows what an outlier video is, and it's going to analyze everything from the search results that I told it to, pretty much. So let's see. Pretty much it has all the search results. This is awesome. And then it's going to pull up my YouTube channel soon as well. And another thing you can do actually is if you find a creator who's not in the same niche as you, because you don't want to copy titles from people in the same niche, but let's say someone else in a different niche from you who has a really good outlier videos, then you could just head over to their channel. Ooh, I clicked that on accident. You can just head over to their channel and just pretty much paste the link. So pretty much if I head over to, let's see, if I head over to Matthew Larson, actually, let's do Matthew Larson's. So Matthew Larson, if I just head over to his channel, copy this link, paste it here, it can even analyze this as well. But what I want to do, just so it doesn't get confused, I want to tag it. So this is Matthew Larson's channel, just so the AI knows. And then this is the dropshipping search results. Boom. So it's going to pull those up. Now we can pretty much use the AI chat and get the outlier score. But what we first want to do is make sure poppyai already understands what an outlier video is, just in case, because I tested this once before and it was a little confused on what an outlier video actually was. So let's see. Do you properly understand what an outlier video is? Let's make sure it understands this. And okay, boom. So okay, good. And now I just want to test it a little bit more so it doesn't get anything wrong. Let's say average view is 500 and a video gets 200K out of 100 videos. What's my outlier score on the 200K viewed video? Then we can just wait for this to say it properly, and then we could just start using it pretty much. So outlier 400x average, which is pretty much 100x plus when you use vidIQ. And then, yeah, so pretty much this is right. Cool. So now what we can do actually is take all the outlier videos from the dropshipping search results and give me their YouTube title. And we can probably do hashtags as well, but I kind of just want the YouTube title. Let's do thumbnail and what the video is about, a summary. Pretty much we can do that, and let's keep it a little bit, like let's filter a little bit. We don't want 100x, remember? We just want, let's do 10x and 20x outliers only. So we can do, instead of 10x and 20x, we can do 10x to 20x. And then now we can just wait for this to load. It's going to load up all of them. And I just remembered you can't actually use poppyai when it comes to search results, only because there's so many videos, there's so many different channels, it can't analyze each one of them, but you can still use this in an effective way if you have the actual channel name. So what we're going to do is just keep Matthew Larson up here. Boom. Okay. Then do it for Matthew Larson. And it should be able to do this really properly. It's going to find all the outlier videos between 10 to 20x. And instead of his channel, we actually want to delete that, and we just want to paste his actual, videos link. So what I mean by that is head over to his channel, click on videos, and then copy this link right here, the YouTube username, and then /videos. So it can have all the view counts and everything like that. It needs all this so it can gather all the stats, and then it can gather all the 10x to 20x or 20x to 60x, whatever you want. It could just gather all that. So what we can do is get all the 10x to, instead of 20x, let's do 40x. Okay, so now that his channel is actually loaded, we can just press enter, and then it's going to actually pull up the outlier videos. Boom, so it's already finding the actual higher performing outlier videos, and I'm only talking 10x to 20x because that's what I told it to do. And so it's basically giving me all the 20x outliers, 15x, 12x, and it should give me, okay, no 10x's, okay, just 12, 15, and 20, which is pretty good. So this is pretty much how you find outlier videos. Just find a specific channel, not the same one as in your niche, but maybe something completely opposite or kind of similar, just not the same niche, because you don't want to argue with someone over the same title, hashtags, thumbnail, all that stuff. So this is pretty much how I use AI for outlier videos. Now when it comes to the patterns that I'm seeing with these outlier videos, because I use poppyai and analyze hundreds of outlier videos already, here's what I've been seeing. So a good pattern that I've been seeing is the nobody's talking about it angle, and these pretty much are titles like the Instagram feature nobody's using, or the email strategy nobody mentions, or the AI tool everybody's ignoring. Pretty much just use everybody and say they're all doing the wrong thing, but you can do it properly if you watch this video. Pretty much just taking that angle, because a lot of people want to be special or like, an outlier in their own way. Another pattern that I've been seeing is specific number plus time frame. This is when you get kind of specific. So these hidden outliers use very specific, believable numbers. For example, I gained 847 subscribers in 23 days. These always perform well, especially if they're targeted towards a specific niche. And it's like a case study video, let's say, as well. These tend to do pretty good. And for another example, I got 12,000 views in 48 hours, something like this. Of course, you want to be more specific and make it more like less general and less broad. And notice these aren't like the typical, I made 100K in 30 days that everybody's tired of seeing. These are really specific in terms of like different numbers in the title. It's a little bit different. These numbers feel real, achievable, and specific enough to believe. And these specific numbers create credibility, while the short time frame creates urgency. So your brain thinks, if they can do it in 23 days, I can definitely do it too, because why not? Another pattern I've been seeing is a simple plus advanced result contradiction. So look at these titles from hidden outliers. You can see one simple change that doubled my revenue, 21x outlier, the basic strategy that got me 50K followers, 17x outlier, and simple email that generated 10K, 15x outlier. Everybody wants advanced results, but they're intimidated by complex strategies. So when you promise advanced results through simple methods, it's like you remove the barrier to action. It's like a no-brainer. Why wouldn't you watch this video, especially if you want results? And you can do this to any title or anything that you have. Just take any successful strategy that you teach and reframe it as a simple strategy. So for example, advanced YouTube SEO would become the simple SEO strategy or change that tripled my views, or a complete sales funnel would become one simple funnel that generated 50K, things like this. Just change it up a little bit, start playing around with it. The fourth pattern that I've been seeing that's doing really good is mistake plus fix. So for example, I was doing YouTube wrong for 2 years, here's what I fixed. Or the biggest Instagram mistake, and now I fixed it. Or why your emails don't convert, simple fix. Things like this. This works because it combines relatability with a solution. So first you have to admit the mistake that you did, and that's going to build trust and relatability. And then you provide the fix, and this positions you as somebody who learned and can teach. It positions you as an authority because you've been through the exact same struggle that the people who clicked are going through. Most likely, that's why they clicked, because they need to learn how to actually overcome this problem that they're in. For example, think of any struggle you've overcome in your business and reframe it as, I was doing X wrong and here's what I fixed. Things like this. And the fifth pattern that I've been seeing that's doing really good is platform-specific opportunity. So pretty much, a specific opportunity that people are missing with a certain platform. So for example, the YouTube Shorts feature everybody's using wrong, or TikTok's hidden feature for business accounts. Things like this, these pretty much are like timely. So if I click here, instead of generic advice, these videos focus on specific platform features or updates, and they feel timely, relevant, and actionable. These will almost always do really well, especially if it's like a big platform like Instagram, TikTok, CapCut, Adobe After Effects, things like this. It doesn't even have to be content creation tools. It can be anything. These are just an example. And so these are all the patterns that I've been seeing doing really well when it comes to outlier videos. These are why these videos actually become outliers in the first place, because of all these patterns. And once again, you want to utilize and take advantage of AI to actually find outlier videos. So poppyai is a really good one you can use, but you get the point. This is a really good way to actually find outlier videos. And if you want to start finding hidden outlier opportunities in your niche, I put the link to poppyai in the description. You sign up with that link, you get a huge discount code, and I could just send you over this exact template so you can just go ahead and build off of it, and you don't need to go and do it all yourself. Anyhow, if you enjoyed this video, you should watch this video on screen next.